All right, hey guys, welcome to Team Pura Vida's team call. Today is Thursday, February 8th. I can't believe that I just, this year's flying by. I forgot all of what happened in January. But tonight's call is really going to be about what your daily to-do list should look like. Whether you're a go-getter or a new coach, I think this is baseline what it should look like. This is just my personal opinion because this is how I grew my business, and I think it works. So I want to show you guys what I do kind of on a day-to-day basis, and feel free to take this, tweak it, make it your own. But this is what I do, and I hope that you guys get some good ideas. And I find that also as social media is changing, this is changing as well, what your daily to-do should be and everything like that. So just to get started, I would like to recognize all you lovely ladies that are on the board for Success Club. Jenny with 14, myself with 8, Jamie with 2, Katie with 2, and Stephanie with 2. Stephanie just signed up as a coach last month, so I'm super pumped for her. And congrats, Jenny, again for being a gate crasher, which means she was in the top Success Club earners from February 1st to the 5th. And she gets a nice handwritten note from Carl Deichler and $100. No big deal. Brush your shoulders off. So just a few quick announcements. I have an accountability group starting on February 12th, which is this upcoming Monday. If you guys want to run it with me, please let me know. Or if you want to run your own, by all means. I didn't ask some of you to run it with me because I already know that you're running it on your own. Another thing is, if you aren't a part of the Team Beachbody Champions page on Facebook, get on it, because they are doing team cut videos and top coaches are coming on every single day, and they're giving you their tried and true tips and tricks to running the business. So I definitely recommend adding yourself to that page and watching the videos when you get a chance, because these chicks rock their business. They know what they're talking about, and you can learn a whole heck of a lot from them. So kind of to get into today's topic with the daily to-dos and everything like that. Of course, the vital behaviors, you guys know this, but drink Shakeology and make sure you're logging your Shakeology and your challenge groups and your workouts. Another thing is personal development, 10 to 30 minutes a day, whether it be a book, an audiobook, a podcast, anything like that. I personally, I drink my Shakeology first thing in the morning, and as I'm drinking it, I drink it with a straw, so I can hold a book in front of me and read while I'm drinking my Shakeology, and that counts as my personal development. Another thing is posting twice a day on social media. I think, Jo Marie, you were asking about this today on the Boxer thread. But in the past, it used to be 3 to 5 because it was more so quantity over quality, just to get your stuff out there and to be seen. But now it's more of 2 times a day, but really provide value for people that are coming to your page. Whether it's just something that's helped you on your journey, or something that you're going through, or something that you've gotten through, anything like that really provide value to someone else, something motivational, a really awesome recipe. I like to share vegetarian recipes on my page because I'm a vegetarian. So anything that you really feel kind of represents you and can really help someone else. And also, if you guys don't know, that there's a 30 hashtag maximum on your posts. So make sure to be using those, because that's how your posts get seen. So if someone, say I go into a hashtag, well, I'm a crazy cat lady, so I'll be hashtag Bengal cat, and I can literally search everyone that's posted about a Bengal cat. So it's pretty much look at hashtags as a Google search. So what would people Google search to find that post? Say you're talking about self-love, you'd be hashtag self-love, or something along those lines. So really make sure you put some thought and effort into your hashtags, and you don't want to make your hashtags too broad, because then your posts just get lost. Say it's just hashtag weight loss, your post is going to get lost because millions of people post with hashtag weight loss. So make sure it's kind of specific to you and your tribe and what you really represent. And it's going to take some time to really narrow down your hashtags, but once you get them, write them down in a notepad on your phone. So all you have to do is copy and paste them, and maybe have a set of hashtags for different posts. So for example, sometimes I have hashtags for food. I have hashtags for a workout. I have hashtags for outdoor stuff. I have hashtags for myself and Brian, posts like that. Or if I have a picture of my cat. So those are really the 5 things that I really talk about on my page. So I have groups of hashtags for each kind of post. And of course, add hashtag Pura Vida to all of them. I love that idea, and I love that we're doing that. And I'm trying to add that to all my posts now. Okay, so this is additional behaviors that I feel really help. So, and I know Alexis really believes heavily on meditation, visualization, and affirmations, as do I. I think they are so important, especially when you might, because like, let's be real, this business has ebbs and flows. And when you're in a rough patch, like this is where meditation, visualization, and affirmations really help. So I use a meditation. I literally meditate for like 5 to 10 minutes. That's all I do. And it's in the morning, first thing, to like wake up my brain and feel fresh. I don't listen to like guided meditation, but what I do is I go to YouTube and I literally type in like 5-minute meditation music. So I could just sit there, clear my mind. I have the music playing and I could just really focus. And then also visualization. So visualization is super important because like that's what you're working towards. Like I have an album in my phone, and every day I add something to it, like I'll Google, like I love boating and anything having to do with water and diving and everything like that. So for example, like the other day I just added like 3 new boats to my vision or my visualization album in my phone. And every day I go in there for like 5 minutes and I'll add things that I like want to work for. So whether it be vacations, a brand new house, a new car, a dog, anything like that you think would really push you to your goals, put in your visualization or even make a vision board. I know a lot of people make vision boards. Another thing is affirmations. So I practice affirmations daily. I have a list of them on my phone and I read them out loud to myself every single day. So affirmations are something that you want to strive to be. So like something like, I'm a 5-star diamond coach. I earn 6 figures a year. Talk about it in present tense, like you're already there. And that way it like sets up your mind to believe that you're already there and like you'll get there. Another thing is following up. So I always say a minimum of 20 follow-ups a day, really depending on how many people you're talking to. If you're a brand new coach, of course, like 20 minutes is a lot. 20 people is a lot, but really try to follow up with the people that you've been talking to and really get to know like how they're doing and just check in with them, like really let them know that you care. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. I'll be right back. Brian, can you please lower that? Thanks. He's listening to the TV so loud. Something else is learn something new about Beachbody every single day, whether it be a new program, a new product, something about the business, something that you didn't know before. So that way when people ask or when a new situation arises, you know how to be proactive about it and react to it. Because the more you know, the better you serve your clients and the better you can run your business. So those are things I really recommend. And there's in the back office, if you go to your back office, there's like a thing, I think it says trainings at the top, and you could do like product trainings, you could do program trainings, and you could literally research all about these trainings. All about these programs and products. So it's all right there for you. You don't need to go and like look up anything on Google. It's literally all in like a little database for you to look up, so you know exactly like where to go to. If you say someone does have a question, you know where to go if you don't know the answer. And also Google is amazing and it has like pretty much all the answers. Okay, so Instagram. I should have probably put this one last because it's the most intense. So as you guys know, Instagram is, the algorithms are changing and everything, and I'm trying to stay on like the most on top of it as I possibly can to better help you guys. So if you really want to move your business forward, these are things that I recommend that you do daily. So I reach out, myself personally, and this is like crazy. Like I do this part-time, and I want you to know that like people do this. Like I reach out to 30 or more people, new people a day on Instagram. I don't have a super warm market. I did not have a warm market coming into this business. I built my business solely on social media. I barely have anyone in my business that's friends and family. So for people that are that were in my boat or are in my boat of like having to reach out to your cold market, this is a really great way to do it and to meet new people. Because yeah, I'm reaching out to 30 plus people a day, but how many people do you think actually even see my message or respond? I'd probably say about 25 25% actually respond. So that's why I reach out to so many numbers, and like, don't let that number like 30 plus scare you, because in reality, not a lot of people are going to return your message. So how I find these people is I search hashtags that like really relate to me. And I also look at people that have liked my posts. I will reach out to them. I will message people that have followed me recently. I will reach out to people that have responded to my polls on Instagram stories. I will also reach out to people that have watched my story, just simply watched it, because you can see that on Instagram. So that's how I find my people. And I also, like I said, just use different hashtags, and like that would kind of like relate to me and find people that way. Another thing that I recommend doing, and like at first I was kind of against sending cold invites, but now because I see how many people like don't even see my like message or don't respond, I don't mind sending 10 cold invites to coaching a day. You never know who needs this opportunity in their life. Like I honestly don't know where I would be without coaching right now. I thank God every day the opportunity was presented to me when it was, and that I have it in my life. And you never know who needs this opportunity. And like I send out like a couple cold invites a day, and you'd be surprised how many people actually respond. They're like, you know what? Like I have been thinking about this. Can you send me more information? And it just gets a relationship. Like you don't even have to go through the whole back and forth. It starts a relationship right then and there. Like people want to know what you have to offer. And like I honestly do this. Like they'll ask me for information, I'll send it to them, and then I set up, and I know this might be scary, but the more you do it, the more practice you get and the more comfortable you feel. I set up a conversation over the phone, because it's so much easier to talk to people, get to really know like how this business would benefit them, and help them overcome objections and everything like that. And it shows that you're a real person too, like I love spending time on the phone with people, just telling them how much this opportunity could really help them. But make sure you're listening to them and really listening to why this would help them, because then you could best serve them with this opportunity. And of course, every day I go through all of my Instagram messages and I answer everyone that's responded to me. I only do this once or twice a day, just because, and I want you guys, and I know Alexis talks about this all the time, but like, block out time to answer messages. Don't be answering messages while you're doing something else, because then nothing gets done. So I literally block out like a half an hour to an hour and just answer all my messages at once. Facebook, Instagram, email, everything all at once. So that way I know I have that time and I won't be distracted throughout the rest of the day trying to answer messages. Another thing is Instagram stories, as you guys know, are huge right now. Like that's how people, like literally Instagram stories is like the cheat code to coaching, because people can go on there and see you and see what you're doing, and they feel like they know you after watching one Instagram story. So that's how people like really get to trust you, get to know you through your Instagram stories. So I challenge you guys to do 15 plus Instagram stories a day, because that's like, people want to see your life, people want to get to know you. And if that sounds scary, start off with a little less and build your way up. I know I try to do that, and I always recommend watching Detana Jackson. Does such an amazing job on her Instagram stories. She is so engaging, and she uses all these like fancy tricks and tips. And if you want, there's a YouTube video, and I can send it to you guys. She gives like a tutorial on like what she does. And like when you're using Instagram stories, use hashtags. Like you could hide them too. Like say you have text, you can like use a hashtag and hide it underneath the text so they don't see it. Also, you like locations. I can't even tell you, my viewing has doubled because I tagged the location. Locations are so important when you're doing Instagram stories. And again, you could hide this behind text. I personally like using locations that like really have my tribe. So like Washington usually has like people that are like in my tribe. Colorado, Utah, like people that are super outdoorsy. Those are the states I kind of go for, or the cities I go for, or towns. And also using polls is so huge. Like there's certain things that I like don't think anyone cares about, and I'll like post a poll about it, and like not 100 people, I wish, but a lot of people will respond, and it's like, wow, like that's really cool. And you're like getting to know your audience, and then they're getting to know you. And then also polls gives you another really great way to reach out to someone. So say you're like, oh, do you want to join me on this journey? Like yes, or I never really give people a no, but like yes or maybe kind of thing. And then like whoever responds, you can start up a brand new conversation about what you can help them with. Also, this is something that's kind of tedious, but it will definitely increase your following. If you like 500 pictures a day on Instagram, and it sounds like a lot, but it only probably takes like 15 minutes to do. I have Brian do it while we're watching a show in bed. I'm like, hey, Brian, can you do my likes? And he's like, sure. But all I do is I search 5 different hashtags that have to do with myself, and I'll literally go through and scroll through and like 100 pictures on each hashtag. Also, Instagram and Facebook loves when you go live. So I try to, I'm guilty of this. I don't go live nearly as much as I should, but I'm going to add it to my to-do list. And I'm going to try to go live on each platform every other day. So like Instagram, Facebook, Instagram, Facebook, Instagram, Facebook, because that's how your page is going to be like pushed out. So now going on to Facebook. I send birthday messages every day. People deserve some love. And then also like I always follow up with, are you doing anything fun for your birthday, anything like that, just to strike up a new conversation and see, how the person is. And maybe it's even an old friend. You can kind of reconnect. It's a great way to start conversation, and it gives you like an excuse to talk to someone. Another thing is I add 10 new friends on Facebook every single day. And I literally just go, and this is like, they say don't do this. I go through like people you may know, but what they say is go get yourself into Facebook groups that like of people that are like you. So like I'm sure Colorado has like I don't know if you guys are into hiking or anything, but like I'm sure Colorado has a bunch of hiking pages that you can go to. Like go through and like see the people that are like the most engaged in those groups and add them as a friend and be like, hey girl, like I saw you in this group and like sounds like we have a lot in common. Like where do you go hiking or something like that? So that's the thing I do next. So I message new friends. So whoever responded and accepted my friend request from the day before, I'll go through and I'll be like, oh, hey, like, thanks so much for sending my friend request, like accepting my friend request. I love meeting new people. Where are you from? Like, just like strike up conversation. Another thing is, of course, on Facebook, again, I block out time for this. I answer all my messages that people have returned to me in a chunk of time. And then I also, this is really, really important too, especially when a lot of things are going on. Like I know with 80-Day Obsession and Team Cup and like all these crazy things going on, it's really important to check in with your team page and know the calendar, set alarms so you don't miss things. Like I literally don't know what I would do without my calendar and my alarms. My alarms go off like, and I know that might be annoying, but it reminds me to like, I got to do this, this, and this. Like even for this team call, I have an alarm set. So make sure that if that's what works for you, I know it really helps me, but find a way that like, this is what I have to do today kind of thing. And of course, check in with your challenge groups. Be present in your challenge groups. You are a challenger first before you are a coach. People want to see you show up. They want to see you do the programs and you drink Shakeology and you do the nutrition because like you're their role model, like you have to show them like, hey, like I'm in this with you. We're doing this together. And another thing is go live on Facebook. Again, Facebook loves when you go live. It pushes out your page to new people. And it really gets you more traction on your pages and people see your stuff, which is what you want because you're posting valuable content that could benefit them. So this is another thing I have, like just like briefly, I have a weekly to-do list too. I always, on Thursdays, well today, but I didn't do this today, I'm going to do it tomorrow, but I go through all of my posts I've posted in the past week and I message every single person that has liked or commented on my post. And it just like to strike up a new conversation. Like, hey girl, like I saw you like my post the other day. Thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate it. Are you on your own health and wellness journey? Something so simple. Doesn't have to be anything crazy. And then I also, this is really important too, when you start building your client base and coach base, make sure to be checking in with your clients and coaches. Cause like you are there for them first, before any of the other business things, like you're the person that is helping them on their journey kind of thing. So that's definitely something you should be doing, if not daily, weekly. I know I set aside one day to do it, but I know other coaches that check in with their clients, like, sporadically throughout the weeks. All right, I'm going to stop sharing. Let's see. And I'm going to stop recording.